So, hello everybody, here we are into the school with Christina. So, can you maybe introduce yourself before we start?
Yes, I'm Cristina. I'm from Spanish, exactly from Barcelona,
Yeah.
and I've studied in the UPC, and I've studied the industrial engineer in
Yeah.
Barcelona.
So, what are you studying here in Central?
I'm studying civil engineer.
As we can see.
Yeah. And I'm finishing my degree here.
Okay, great. So, you told me you was in civil engineering here.
Yeah.
So, I think the small particularity of your formation is you are here in Erasmus. So, for only 1 or 2 semesters,
Yes.
you are not here in double diploma.
No.
So, what do you think about the level of the lessons here in school?
Well, it's a good level, I think, because I have to study a lot, but for me the other difficulty is the language.
Yeah.
But
Because lessons are in French here.
yes, and that's all. That's the thing that I have to study the technician words, but the level it's hard
Okay.
too.
With this formation, how do you imagine your working life in the future?
Yes,
Do you know?
before coming here, I thought that maybe my future was in Spain, but now I'm thinking to rest here in France for trying to find a job in civil engineer or maybe something like this.
Okay, so you want to stay here in France.
Yes, I would like to try.
So why France rather than another country?
Well, the level of the engineer, I think that here in French is so high, so I think that it's so interesting come here for study, and also the opportunity of learn French is so interesting for me.
Yeah. So we talked about studies, but now we'll talk about the life here in Nantes. So how was your integration here at school?
Well, firstly, it was a little bit difficult for the problem of the language, but after that, I find a lot of help with the studies, with my thanks for to my mates, and in the sport I meet a lot of people too.
So which sort of sport do you do here?
I'm practicing the run and bike.
Yeah. Okay,
It's a little bit hard, but I'm trying to do it.
great. So what do you think about the atmosphere here at school?
It's great because there are a lot of things for do it here, and there are a lot of parties, and there are a lot of events, sportive events, and there are a lot of different activities for doing here in the school. So for me, it's fantastic for try to meet people.
Now we'll talk about the city of Nantes, because we are in Nantes. So how did you imagine the city before you came here?
Well, before I come here, I didn't know a lot of the city, but a lot of people told me that it's a good place for live, and this year is the capital of the green capital city. So I think that it's interesting. Try to live here and spend my time here in my Erasmus.
And now, after 6 months you live here, what are your favorite places here in Nantes?
And there are a lot of places that I love it, like the elephant in the Ile de Nantes, in the centre-ville, like the castle,
Yeah.
and here near the Ecole, the river and all the parks that in Spain or in Barcelona it's not so common to find it. So for me it's so great.
So thank you, Christina, for this small interview. So just before we leave, have you some few words to tell to the future students who will come here in Nantes?
Yes, I have to say to come here and you will spend a good time, a great time here.